Hello everyone, I am Anisha. Welcome all of you to my channel, that is virtual classes. So today in this class we are going to summarize your chapter number 8, that is unity in diversity or many in the one. Okay, we have already discussed this chapter. If you haven't watched that video, kindly find the link in the description box. Okay, and you can also find link for other subjects in my description. I have given all the playlist link. You can click them and you can watch whichever chapter you want or whichever subject. For example, like you'll find for English, for social science, for science, and very soon we'll bring maths also. Okay, so and yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. So in this class, yes, we are going to summarize. In summary, you are also going to get notes. Okay, the summary which I have make, as you all of you know that I used to make in little bit detail, so you'll get notes also. Okay, and thereafter I'll bring the extra question and answers, okay, objective types, as I usually do, and these will be very much helpful for your exam, especially for revision. Okay, you can solely depend on these summary notes also. If you don't want to read the overall chapter, if you read the summary points properly, you will get a very good marks in your exam. Okay, so now let us start, and yes, don't forget to hit the like button, okay, as soon as you start liking the video. Okay, now understanding unity in diversity. See what we have learned in this chapter. That means we have so much diversity in our country, isn't it? In our country India, like you start traveling in our country India, by train or by bus, especially by train, okay, you will notice changing of landscape from one place to another place, in different types of dresses, different types of foods, different types of scripts you will come across, isn't it? With different types of language, some of the language you'll be familiar with and some of the language you will not be familiar with, isn't it? And with different types of people also, even the physical features also very much different from you. If you go to Northeast, you will find completely different types of person there, isn't it? Different personality, different height, different dressing, different food, different cuisines, everything will be different. So our country has so much diversity, yet we are united together. Okay, so we are going to understand about that in this chapter. Okay, we have already done, so here we are going to quickly summarize whatever we have learned in our chapter. Okay, so India is a land of immense diversity in landscape, in people, customs, language, food, clothing and literature, as I have already told you, isn't it? It has so much of variety. Despite this difference, India demonstrates a remarkable unity. So about this we are going to understand in this chapter with example. Okay, so your first topic is a rich diversity. So under it, India's diversity is immediately visible when traveling across a region. Like when you start traveling by train, you will notice not only changing landscape but also many different types of dresses, foods. You will have different language which are familiar or unfamiliar, and see different types of scripts also on the way, isn't it, on the board, which you will see on the way. And even within your own region also, you'll often come across people from other parts of India with different customs and traditions, isn't it? So this is our India, isn't it, which has very rich diversity, rich culture, isn't it? So, and this is what strikes every visitor to our country as well. So we have different landscape, dresses, food item, language, script, as I've already told you now, isn't it? And even in a single region, people from various parts of the countries live together with different customs and tradition. For example, let us say that example of Delhi or Bangalore, big cities, especially Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, isn't it? In this big city, you will find people from different region of the country. You'll find people from Northeast, you'll find people from UP, from Bihar, isn't it, from the Punjab or from the Ladakh. You will find people settling over there in these cities. Why? Because cities in life, in city you have all the facility, isn't it? You will have your job there, job opportunities are more in the cities. So because of that reason, what happened, people usually they used to migrate internally. If you are going to foreign country, that means external migration, when you are going out from your country, isn't it? But here within the country, within from one state to another state, if you are born in UP, let us say, okay, Uttar Pradesh, but if you settle in Delhi, that means you are born in UP but you have settled in Delhi, it means you have internally migrated to Delhi, isn't it, for better life, for better future and for your job, isn't it? So that is what happening in our country, and they have all different customs. They will have different festival. Their festival is overall same, but we have different traditions in festivals. We have different practices in festivals. We used to prepare different types of food, different types of sweets, isn't it, which are not similar. The ingredients are same, but we used to do with different we used to present different dishes, about which you are also going to learn in this chapter, isn't it? We have already learned in this chapter. So what happens is that even though Okay, even though we have different custom tradition, the point that you need to remember is that we live together happily, harmoniously. That is what unite us together. Okay, that is the example of unity. And according to the People of India project, okay, there was a survey being conducted under Anthropological Survey of India in the late 20th century. Okay, so what happens in this century, what we find is that in this century, okay, people of, okay, this, it studied that there are 4,635 communities itself in our country. See, the number is very large, isn't it? There are this much of communities. We have different types of people, isn't it? Different communities, different language, culture. And if you talk about language, we have 325 languages and 25 scripts. Like we have different scripts, like the script which you are seeing now is a English script, isn't it? You have Hindi script, you have Urdu script, you have Bengali script, you have Manipuri script, you have Punjabi script. Like that, we have Tamil script, isn't it? So we have different scripts. So altogether we have around 25, and this is done in the 20th century. So if we are in 21st century now, so if we take any survey now, this number may again be different, isn't it? So see how much diversity we have, how much variety we have in our country. And we found widespread internal migration. So this is what I was talking about, internal migration. When you are migrating within your country, means from one state to another state. If you are staying in Himachal Pradesh, let us say you are migrated and settled in Delhi, or you are migrated and settled in Bangalore, that means you have done internal migration. Okay, and many Indians do not live where they or their ancestors were born. So this is what happened exactly, isn't it? Your grandmother, your grandfather, they might be from different place, but your parents have come and settled in a different city. So that makes that they are not living in the place where they were born. For example, your parents, okay, they are born in let us just take an example of one of the northeast state, that is Meghalaya. Okay, they are born there. Okay, but their parents, okay, their mummy and their daddy, they are having job in Mumbai. Though they have come, so they have come and settled in Mumbai. You are born in Mumbai. Okay, that means you are from Meghalaya, but you are settled where? You are settled in Mumbai. So that is internal migration. Okay, and in Meghalaya you will find different customs. Okay, they are completely different. Their food habits is completely different from us. And one more very striking custom is that whenever we get married in the other parts of our country, what happens? The girl used to go to the boy's house, isn't it? But there what happens? The boy used to go to the girl's house. So they have a very different custom, isn't it? Totally different, totally opposite custom. But with that different custom, different culture, different language, different food, different types of dress, we are living together by uniting together, united, and we are living together. So that shows we have, even though there is diversity, we are been united, isn't it? That was just an example. Okay, so now food for all, we have culinary unity and diversity. See, again, in case of food, we have variety of dish. Especially if you go to Rajasthan, you'll have Rajasthani thali, where you'll get around 36 types of dishes presented in one plate, isn't it? But all those dishes, the ingredients which are being used, okay, sorry, not made, with the ingredients which are being used to prepare those dishes are common in all of the country. So here we'll study about those common ingredients. Okay, and we'll understand. So there is a map given in your book, isn't it? Like we have rajma here also you'll find two or three places where these are being available. If this is not available, you used to export, isn't it? So like arad dal here, it is also here, isn't it? And millets you'll find here, this is millets and all you'll find in all of the country. Like you'll find rice here, again you'll find here poni rice, again you'll find here white lobia, isn't it? Basmati rice. So every place, see, in every place they used to eat the same kind of thing, but the way they prepare them is different, and that brings a very different taste. Okay, that is why we have diversity in food, but yet the ingredients are common. That means we are united, isn't it? So India has thousands of different dishes, isn't it? We have thousands of different dishes with so many amazing ones. So yet many staple grains and ingredients are common across the country. Like for example, we have so many common grains like cereals. In case of cereals, we have rice, wheat, barley, which has been taken and eaten in all over the country, isn't it? In most of the region of our country. And we have millets, that is bajra or pearl millet, jowar, sorghum, ragi, finger millet. So these are all common things, okay, common ingredients. And pulses, we have arhar dal, moong dal, chana dal, rajma dal, masoor dal. So these pulses, the different varieties of pulses we used to eat in our day-to-day life daily, isn't it, with the rice or with roti or with any other vegetables or sabji. But what I want to tell you is that these, see, even if you are from different region, you will have different, your parents will prepare in a different types, different methods, we will have a different taste, isn't it, but the ingredients used are same, it is one. So we are united by that also. Even if we have diversity, we are united. Okay, this is another example. We have so many examples there. Okay, and another here is common spices, not space, sorry, common spices, okay, used nationwide. For example, turmeric, we use turmeric in all over the country. Yes or no? Cumin, that is jeera, isn't it? Cardamom, ginger or cloves, or there are so many common spices, isn't it, that each and every household, they will be using this in order to make their, in order to prepare their dish or in order to cook food. So even though we have different variety, we are united. We are using only that some common same ingredients. Yes, there are so many other ingredients which will not be available in your region, or we used to export them, isn't it? But common millets that we usually eat on day-to-day life, you will find easily in all over the country. Again, along with these, we will find again some common vegetables, isn't it, some common oils. So we can continue this list. Okay, so we can see how the same ingredient that brings unity, okay, can be used in a number of combination like diversity to prepare an endless variety of dishes. Yes or no? So I hope this was clear. Next, see, what is our conclusion? Unity, shared ingredients, isn't it? So next, let us see. And diversity, we have, in case of diversity, we have regional variation and combinations of cooking methods. We have regional variation, we have different types of methods, isn't it? And the combinations of cooking methods, which makes our dishes very different, but our ingredients are same. So now let us see about now clothing in the under this textile and clothing. Okay, and here also you will find that similar type of cloth, like for example what we have taken is sari. The length of the sari is around 4 to 5 meters, isn't it? And it is draped the way it has been draped, but we have again different style, different combinations of draping it. We have different patterns, we have different fabrics, cotton, silk, muga, isn't it? These are fine in different parts of our country. And even though we are using different fabrics, different style to wrap this, at last what is it? The cloth is same. That is one, sari, isn't it? And in case of dhoti also for male. So every region has its own style of clothing and textile tradition. Yes or no? An example like the sari. Okay, we are going to take your sari. We have already India has developed its own style of clothing and dresses, where we notice that a commonality, okay, a common thing, okay, commonality in some in traditional Indian dresses, irrespective of the material used, isn't it? An obvious example is the plain length of a cloth that we call the sari, isn't it? A clothing which is worn in most part of the India and made from different fabrics, isn't it? Mostly cotton. So here also you can see a relief, stone relief, okay, that is been, in which a woman is been shown wearing sari, and this is a very old one, okay, dated very old BC, okay, and which is in that time, that was in Vaishali, today which is in Bihar. Okay, so worn across India with variety in fabric design, colors and draping style. You will have different draping style. We have different fabrics like cotton, silk, Banarasi, Kanjivaram. We have different design, again pattern, colorful, isn't it? Some are plain, some are bordered, some are different color. So you'll find different thing, but in the end, what we need to understand is that it is the same thing, sari, isn't it? So made of cotton, silk or synthetic fabrics, like examples of famous silk sari. See this one, this is the colorful here, okay, a few specimens of colorful traditional Indian sari. So these are some of the pattern here shown in a picture. For example, say Banarasi, which is in Uttar Pradesh, isn't it? And Kanjivaram, which is from Tamil Nadu, famous Kanjivaram saris, and this used to be very costly, isn't it? The Banarasi sari, the original Banarasi sari, the original Kanjivaram sari, these are all very much costly. Okay, the Paithani sari, which is in Maharashtra, okay, which are made in Maharashtra, the Patan Patola, which is made in Gujarat, the Muga, which is made in Assam and in most part of the northeast, okay, they used to wear this type of sari, okay, and Mysore silk, which is in Karnataka. So we have different patterns, isn't it? We have different fabrics, different designs, different culture and different draping style, but at the end we are talking about one simple cloth, that is sari, isn't it? Again, weaving and printing techniques are different here. In design can be woven into the fabric or printed after weaving. So you can weave the design, we can include the design in the fabric, okay. And this, if you are including the design within within the fabric, okay, that means you are doing thread works, isn't it? And this has been done mostly by hands. But after weaving the cloth also, you can print there, you can print different color or different design, whatever you wanted, isn't it? So pigments and dyes produce this diverse color, okay, which I have just shown in you in the figure. So one historical reference is the stone relief, okay. Stone relief from Vaisali Vihar shows a woman in sari dating back centuries BCE. So what is the full form of BCE? Please comment down, okay. We have already learned about this, isn't it? So multiple uses. Now another example here is that there are multiple uses of this sari, okay. Our women, our Indian women especially, who are in villages, okay, they will be they are using these multiple uses of this one sari, okay. There are many ways of wearing sari, and they're different from one region to another region. And apart from that, okay, it is like there are women who used to often put their sari to many uses beyond that of the dress, okay. For example, like apart from being worn, saris are used for carrying items, isn't it, or as makeshift swings for the children, or for storing grains, as seen in this figure in your book. You can see, you can check out the figure there, okay. And one more important thing is there. See, for a very long time, okay, India produced the finest cotton, okay, in the world, and Indian textile were very much famous, and they were exported far away in European. And this beautiful print, beautiful pattern, beautiful fabric, especially the chins, okay, become so popular in 17th century that European sailors, they started fearing that they will their dresses, okay, their selling of their dresses started dropping very sharply, okay. So eventually what happened, in order to protect their own products, what they have done, they banned, okay, this England and France, they even decided to ban the imports of these chins from the India, because it is of very good quality cotton, okay, and people started liking it, okay. So in order to make sure that their sale increases, they started banning this one. This was of 17th century, okay. It is given in your book, I have just informed you, okay, which we have already done in our chapter also, okay. So the dhoti again, like the sari, the dhoti is worn across India in various styles and fabric. Again, in dhoti also you will have different style, you will have different fabric, you will have different pattern, different design, okay, based on the region where you are living. So encourage a similar exploration of unity and diversity in male traditions attire, okay. So it encourages similar exploration of unity. Why unity? It is the dhoti, isn't it? Same dhoti, but diversity, different pattern, different color, different design, different way of wrapping it again, isn't it? So this is another example of how we can say that we have unity in the despite of the diversity we have unity also, okay. Next, let us talk about some festival galores. Let us take example of the festival also, okay. There are so many immense variety of festival in India, isn't it? So India celebrates a vast number of festivals throughout the year. You will find every month, almost every month, there is to be one festival or two festivals, isn't it? So you may have noticed that few common ones are celebrated across India, isn't it, at the same time. So some festivals have regional names and customs but occur at the same time, okay. They are being celebrated at the same time with different name. For example, here what we are going to take the example of Makar Sankranti, which is approximately every year it has been celebrated on January 14. It is celebrated whole over India but with different names, okay. So celebrated under different names like Pongal in Tamil Nadu, Uttarayan in Gujarat, Lori in Punjab, Magh Bihu in Assam, and so many other like Pongal again like Tamil Nadu. You can see the map, okay, which has been given there in your book, this map, okay. You will see different names, same festival, different names, okay. So and in some places again you will see the name is same. So Makar Sankranti here, and again here it is Makar Sankranti, isn't it? Yeah, Khichdi Parv. So it is celebrated for the same reason at the same time but with different name. This also again unites us, okay. So common seasonal festivals during October, November also vary in name and rituals across regions. So apart from this, we have other festivals which are very common especially during the October and November. So, that is a major festival used to take place, isn't it? For example, let us say the Durga Puja, the Diwali, and again when we celebrate Diwali, we have different rituals. Yes or no? We have different types of sweets which have been prepared based according to the region, but we are celebrating the same festival, the return of Ram, isn't it? The return of Ram to Ayodhya. This is the day when he have killed the demon Ravan and he have returned to Ayodhya, isn't it? So we used to celebrate it all across India in almost all region of India, but with different names. And but see here we have the same name, that is Diwali or Deepavali, isn't it? But again different practices there, different rituals is there. Okay, so next we have an epic spread literature and storytelling. Again, another example of unity in diversity. That is, we have these literature of storytelling, especially the Panchatantra, okay, which is very much famous, short stories especially. Okay, Indian literature is a vast and diverse yet shared common themes and value. Here the themes and values are common, where you will be learning the life lesson, especially the moral. Okay, moral lesson, what is good, what is bad, what you should do, how you should act, what is right, what is wrong. Okay, these stories are about all those, with main characters as animal. Okay, the Panchatantra, this is very famous. Okay, and a collection of ancient animal fables teaching life lesson. Okay, so this is a collection of ancient animal fables where you will see animal characters, okay, as the main character. They are lion, tiger, like fox, monkey, all they are included. Okay, where they will be teaching you life lessons. Okay, moral lessons, good and bad. And originally this was written in Sanskrit, but more than 2200 years ago, that is almost 2 millennium. So 1 millennium is equal to how much? 1000 years. Okay, so 2200 years means 2 millennium, isn't it? So remember this. Okay, and these are been translated and adapted into 50 plus languages, and 200 plus versions are there. See, same thing, different varieties again produced, isn't it, in different language. So this again is the example of unity in diversity. And it influence spread across this influence, okay, spread across Southeast Asia and the Arab world, and even in Europe, not only in India. These have went into overseas also. It was been beyond India also. Okay, it is way to the Southeast Asia, the Arab world, and the Europe, inspiring new collection of stories on the way. Okay, it is estimated that around 200 adaptations of Panchatantra exist in more than 50 languages, which I have already told you here, isn't it? So this was about the Panchatantra, and shows how one collection, this is one story, one collection, isn't it? Collection becomes many. How? Because it has been adapted in 50 plus language and 200 plus version, many, isn't it, across region and culture. Okay, so that again shows unity in diversity, isn't it? So again, another epic that we have, a long poem, isn't it? That is the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. So epic means a long poem, generally narrating the adventures of heroes and other great figures of the past. So here we will be talking about the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Okay, so two great Sanskrit epics that portrays heroic struggle to uphold uphold dharma, to bring dharma, okay, to establish dharma. These two epics were been written, these two poems were been written, isn't it? And in Mahabharata, you will see this is a story of Pandavas, isn't it, versus the Kauravas. They have the 100 sons, isn't it? Pandavas are 5, and they are fighting for their wife Draupadi's where Draupadi's sari was being snatched, isn't it, by one of these Kauravas. And in order to bring that dharma wapas, what happened? This Mahabharata, you see, Yudh was being fought with the help of Krishna, isn't it, the god Krishna. So I hope you know about it, isn't it? And next we have the Ramayana. There is a story of Ram and Sita, Lakshman and Hanuman defeating the demon Ravana, where Ravan, he kidnapped Sita, isn't it, the wife of Ram, and in order to bring her back, there was a Yudh again, isn't it? There was a fight between Ramji, Lakshmanji, Hanumanji and this Ravana, isn't it? Where after killing this demon Ravan, what happened? They returned, and which we are celebrating as Diwali in all our country, isn't it? So these epics have been translated and adapted into almost every Indian language. These are same epics, isn't it? And these are again adapted and translated into every Indian language. That means it also shows unity in diversity, isn't it? How we are learning the same thing, how we are taking the values, isn't it, life important values and teachings from these two epics. So this is very important epics, okay, these two. If you haven't know the story properly, please kindly ask your parents, or you read about them, or you can watch in your YouTube also, isn't it? You can see how Ram has defeated the Ravan and how Pandavas have defeated the Kauravas, isn't it? So you can learn about them also. All right, so again here there is one painting also, isn't it, in your book which has been given there. So inspired countless folk versions and regional retelling. So this has inspired countless folk versions. Okay, in every region they have their own version of these two epics. Okay, they'll be telling you in their own form, okay, in their own regions. And this retelling means passing from one generation to another. Like I'm telling the story to my children's, and again my children's telling the story to their children's. Okay, it is passing on. Okay, especially in tribes they are passing orally, about which we will learn here again. Given rise to a deep sense of shared moral and cultural value. See, moral values and cultural value which has been shared, which we learn from these two epics, that is the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Okay, so this is the picture here, a painting, okay, depicting a major episodes from the Ramayana, which has been painted during the 18th century in Himachal Pradesh. So what you can identify from this painting? See, here this is Sita Mata. Okay, Sita, wife of Ram. Here this Ravan, okay, he has came into a ways of some guru, isn't it here, and he have taken this Sita, he have kidnapped this Sita, isn't he, have snatched and forcefully have taken him here. See, and he has 10 heads here, isn't it? So he it is believed that he had a flying Vahan during that time, isn't it? Flying, like we have, for example, in today's date we can say flying car, isn't it? So flying Rath during that time. And this bird here, this vulture, okay, he is trying to save here, and he is the one who have told to Ravan. So this is a very major episode, isn't it, which you have already watched in TV. So if you haven't watched, kindly watch, okay, you'll know more. So that was about Ramayana. Okay, and many tribal communities have integrated the Ramayana and Mahabharata into their oral tradition. Okay, they have passed on, like India is such as, like there are tribes like Bhil, Gond, okay, they have passed this storytelling, okay, these two epics, okay, into their other generation orally, okay, along with the legends on how the heroes of Ramayana and Mahabharata, generally any of all the 5 Pandavas, their wife Draupadi, okay, they were all came and they used to visit them, isn't it? So visited the tribes' respective region. So here tribes include the Bhil, Gond, Mundas and other in the northeast Himalayas and the Kashmir. Okay, and local legends often mention their visit. Okay, their visit of Pandavas, Rama to their region. Okay, they used to depict that. An example like Nilgiri, you will find one stone carving, okay, of Pandavas called the Panchatantra, maintained by the Irula tribals. Okay. And this observation was been done again in case by casing in the Peoples of India project, the survey which was done. Okay, so there is hardly any place, and they said that again this survey, what does it come out, okay, in this survey, that in there is hardly a place in the country, okay, where the epic heroes such as the Pandavas did not visit according to the folklore. So according to the folklores which have been told to them by their legends, okay, to one generation to another generation, according to them what they have said, that means these Pandavas, okay, they have visited almost all region of our country. Okay, so that is why they have preserved them also. Okay, and India's culture does not just tolerate diversity, okay, it embraces and celebrates it also. So this is the quick recap here. Okay, until now what we have learned, they have diversity, isn't it? We have diversity, we have so much diversity, but here again with the two epics, what we can suggest is that what we can conclude is that perhaps like these two epics created a dense web of cultural interaction, isn't it, across India and many parts of Asia. So another example of unity in diversity, that is what we have just learned here, isn't it, in this epic. So again, now if we are going to talk about the quick recap of your this chapter, we can say that India's culture does not just tolerate diversity, it embraces, it have adapted it, and it is celebrating it. Okay, it celebrates it. So diversity is seen as an enrichment, not as a threat. This is a very important line. Okay, we see diversity as an enrichment but not as a threat. Like India's unity celebrates diversity because diversity does not divide, it enrich them. Okay, so there is an underlying cultural and philosophical unity that binds all the differences together. So an Indian tradition offer a model where one thrives in the many, a timeless expression of unity in diversity. So this was all about the chapter. I hope this was clear, isn't it? So in our next class I'll bring these big questions and some extra questions from objective types, okay, in your class for this chapter. So stay tuned, and yes, don't forget to hit the like button, and please comment how do you find my class, okay, and also tell me which chapter you wanted next, so that I'll know and I'll prepare accordingly. And you please kindly check the playlist. You will find link for different subjects, okay, especially for class 6 and 7. I started teaching only the new books here, okay, the books which are changing, okay. So with this, let us sign out. We'll meet again in my next class. All of you have a very nice day ahead. Happy learning. Bye.